When modern psychology and psychiatry hadn't taken birth, people used to attribute mental ailments and disorders to supernatural and evil entities. For example, in India, to Pisachas, Vitalas, Pretas, Brahma Rakshasas, etc. Among the Hindus, the superstitious people were few. Don't get me wrong, I am talking about the Hindus of 400 and 500 years ago. So the Hindus witch doctors could never dominate or take the lead. Here is where the Muslims took over, especially the Muslims who deviated from the purest Sunni Islam, where one may even not make hard surface tombs with stones. So these Muslims that I am talking about believed in jinns, Chudail, Dajjal, etc. And they attributed all the sufferings, both mental and physical, and bad phases of life to the evil spirit entities I just talked about. They claim that if you pay homage to the prominent men buried in the hard surface tombs, i.e. the Majas, offer chagas and money, people will get out of their troubles. Initially, it was only the Muslims of the Barelvi types who visited these Majas, but slowly, as Hindu society too got ruined, they became extremely superstitious too. The result was, amongst the people who visited these Majas, the Hindus were the majority. Be it simple diseases like jaundice and stomach infection, or something as grave as cancer, Hindus flocked at these places and visited Muslim witch doctors, mostly Bengali Babas. Mental ailments like depression and schizophrenia were attributed to jinns and black magic. The business boomed. Lots of Majas sprang up in India and the Indian subcontinent. Many of the people under these Majas were not even saintly types. Some were even Ghazis, yes Ghazis, who killed Hindu men and raped Hindu women. Yet they were elevated to the status of great souls that ever lived. Funnier than this is the fact that many of these famous Majas are empty. I.e. there is no one buried underneath them. Yet the Hindu went to these places in desperation to cure their loved ones without even inquiring and doing any research. Today is the age of modern medicine, psychology and psychiatry. Yet many Hindus, mostly of lower social strata, visit these Majas to make wishes and in the hope of curing the mental illnesses of their loved ones. Some of these people go there as a last resort, as even after switching from one psychiatrist to another multiple times, the mental diseases of their loved ones couldn't be cured. They don't understand that psychiatry is still in its infancy and many diseases have no permanent cure, but can only be managed through medicines. But you see, when everything fails, even the most rational of the minds resorts to alternate measures such as magic, charms, and spirit exorcism. And these are people who are not even that educated. So even for infertility, they go to the Muslim Bengali Babas. Anyway, this is not the issue. People will always be superstitious. There are superstitious people here in India and there are superstitious people in the West too. The actual issue is when most Muslims who consider visiting these Majas as haram themselves don't go there. Why do they suggest and even encourage Hindus to go? The answer is again simple and similar to the case of Sufism I discussed in my earlier video. Visiting Majas and offering chadars and money at these places attract the Hindus, i.e. the mushrikuns of India, to Islam. Even when most Muslims consider Majas as haram, they are happy that Hindus are going there, as these purists believe it is making the Hindus less Hindus. My message to the Hindus therefore is, don't fall into the trap. Psychiatry is still in its infancy. If one doctor is not able to manage the mental disorder, then go to another and repeat this until you find the one whose cocktail of medicines work the best. Don't go to these Majas and fund jihad in India. If you are rational enough not to go, then discourage the not so literate employees of yours, such as the maids, guards and drivers, and if possible, fund the medical treatment of these poor Hindus yourself. This Majar business is a grand conspiracy, a conspiracy not only to undermine Hinduism, but also to gather money, which will be used against the Kafirs themselves. So stop going to the Majas and stop others from going there too.